September 21st, 1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started. What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I will be revisiting Faith, the Unholy Trinity. The goal today is to get all endings. I'll be starting with chapter 1. This video will probably just be chapter 1. I'll probably split it up into the 3 different chapters, but yeah, I have a guide beside me because I don't really know. It gets complicated as the more you go on, but I will be, just going for all endings. So drop a like if you like the video, comment on any suggestions, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you ever get lost, you can always try remembering where you've been. Pressing the escape key or start button is a good place to restart. Start. That was quick. Back off, bitch. You're invited. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday, Saturday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Directions: turn right at 1338 Snake Meadow Hill Road and go straight past the well. You gotta be fucking joking.
It's locked.
It's locked. I don't remember actually exactly where the thing that I need is. There's a, you know. There's a shed that I need. It spooks me every time. It's way too close. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out to play with him to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. I don't think Bob's coming home. I could have sworn it was just to the right of the house. Oh, there we go. The Martin's house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There is almost no driveway, trees just out in the middle of the gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seems to know where we was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform this exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the lay person. I saw that. That's right, bitch. Okay. Saw that too. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. Family photo. Lovely. Nate. Very nice drawing, Nate. Jesus. Alright, well, the note talked about the basement. Let's check it out. Yes, blood. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It would really brighten my day hearing from you. And your letter asked, what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary? The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Quimbamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. Oh my goodness, sorry. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and of African religions. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, no, but I have prayed to San La Muerte. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to the church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Lee. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. She is here. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. Driving our conversations, she uttered my mother's first name and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came. So I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. Maybe I should go downstairs.
I heard a door open upstairs.
Well, let's go upstairs. Molly. The church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior father, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house and her own parents with their own. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you and I'm sorry. John. That's normal.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Nice. Whew. Oh my God. knows? Well, at least it starts me back here. Jesus.
Mortis.
Okay, now here's where it splits. I think this is where the other endings come into play.
A gun with one bullet.
Now there's a secret with that mirror. So, if you remember, there was something behind us. We need to get in there. Should have ran.
Mortis.
Mortis. Oh, do I have to do that all over again? I probably do. October 23rd, 1986. Dear Dr. McGlashan, it has been 30 days since the beginning of my treatment here at Yale Psychiatric Institute. Dr. Spinell, who has been so patient with me, has helped me understand my afflictions and has helped me find a way to move forward and accept the truth. With Dr. Spinell's help, I have come to accept what has really happened in September at the Martin family residence. I accept that what happened was not the result of any supernatural phenomenon, but rather the desperate actions of a young girl driven to violence by her dogmatic parents and old church rituals that are thought to drive out evil. I am happy to report that since accepting the truth, my nightmares have ceased and I now enjoy peace of mind that I have not felt since the incident. Given my progress since first coming here, I respectfully request my release from Yale Psychiatric Institute, contingent upon follow-up appointments with Dr. Spinell in the future. Sincerely, John Ward. Okay, now for the other endings.
A gun with one bullet.
So I'll go for the bad ones first, and then I'll get the good one at the end, because I think that's probably the best solution. Yeah, so eerie. That's one. Murderer. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl who had been missing. John Ward of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to authorities that he shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near the now-abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. Perfect. Now I can go for the next one.
A gun with one bullet.
So I believe it pretty much, like, it shows you which paths to take in this first one, which is good. It'll get more complicated than the other ones. So yeah, I can go to the right here. I mean, at this point, I'm still a murderer, but... Alright, now what?
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Damn. Father and son. Esteemed Cardinal Gifford, with all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I am doing for young Michael without being present here. Michael needs my help now more than ever. In the past few weeks, I have made great progress with Michael's affliction. Nevertheless, whatever darkness inside of him fights back with increasing ferocity. We must not let up the fight against the enemy at such a critical time. There is another reason why I dare not return Michael to his family, nor let them see him. The darkness inside him afflicts his soul, but it also causes a terrible strain on his body. So that there may be no mistake in what I mean, I have enclosed a photograph of young Michael during one of our sessions. Photograph is missing. Okay, time to pick a new path.
A gun with one bullet.
Interesting. Pretty sure that fox was already dead, but... The offering?
Hello, Amy. I am sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It is hard for people to trust what they do not understand. I know you are only 17, but you are clearly an adult and you are able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you from following your dreams. If there is anything I can do to help you, just let me know. We are having a get-together at a clinic on Saturday night, and I would love for you to stop by. We still consider you a part of the team, even if your mom and dad do not. We hope to see you there. Gary.
I believe there's 2 left.
A gun with one bullet.
Correct.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
Damn. Damn. The hunter. Unidentified body discovered near wrecked car. The site of a deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Sterling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. At 6 a.m. this morning, a resident called to report an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. A spokesman for the police commented that the body appeared to have been dragged several yards away from the car, deeper into the woods after having been ejected from the front windshield. It was noted that the body had been mangled beyond recognition. Investigators suspect this is probably the work of coyotes. Police also noted that parts of a clean white-tailed deer were found in the trunk of the car. From a white-tailed deer, a hunter typically gets 15 pounds of meat. However, it appears the victims of the accident was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car. Well, it's supposed to say 75. Alright. One left.
A gun with one bullet.
Now, I believe this will be the main canon one that we're doing last, which makes sense. Damn.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon Him, therefore will He deliver me. I shall call upon Him and He will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house. I can only have faith that I did the right thing.
When faith endures. Police animal experts investigate chupacabra remains near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal, which some residents are calling a chupacabra, were discovered on Snake Meadow Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle and parts of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them they appeared to be one of a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that the remains were of some kind of animal. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said a Sterling police spokesman. This is clearly not a deer or a coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped from its owners or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. Police experts attached to the investigation Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal had been found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. Okay. And with that, that is Faith, Chapter 1, All Endings. We'll do Chapter 2 next. I'm not going to do it in this sitting. I might come back tonight for those of you in the stream. And for those of you on YouTube, well, you'll just see it in the next part. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.